I'm Raymond. Welcome to Crimson Kitchen. You know, Crimson Kitchen is not strictly speaking a keto cooking channel, but having spent a lot of time with the ketogenic diet, I learned a lot of recipes that happen to fit very well with the keto diet. And so that's why I feature so many here on this channel. Today's recipe started out as a baked potato substitute, but it is so good, so easy, so nutritious that you may well just find yourself thinking of a baked potato as the substitute. This is the awesome baked avocado. It's delicious, nutritious, easy to make. You can serve it anywhere that you would serve a baked potato, and it has become one of the favorite side dishes here in the Crimson Kitchen. So with no further ado, I'm very excited to share with you, my friends, the baked avocado. Okay, let's take a look at our ingredients. I'll put the amounts up on the screen along with the macros. But what we're going to use today is 1 Haas avocado. Now this is very important. We don't want to use this when it's too green. You see how this is a nice deep brown color? That's what we want. And you can tell that this is ready to use if it's a deep brown color and it's got just a little bit of softness to it when you squeeze it. So when you buy these from the grocery store, they tend to be green and you don't want to use them at that point in time. Take them and put them on your windowsill or on your countertop. Let them turn a nice deep brown and soften up like this. And then if you're not ready to use them right away, just put them in your refrigerator and they'll keep like that for quite a while. We're going to use some shredded cheddar cheese, some sour cream, onion powder, garlic salt, and I'm using fresh chives today because I like fresh herbs, but you can use the dried chives from the seasoning aisle if you'd rather. So I think that's all we really need. If I miss something, I will put it on the screen and also I'll put it in the description. But let's go put these things together and make that baked avocado. So let's go ahead and set our oven to broil. High broil if you have that option. Let it be warming up. First, let's take a couple of tablespoons of sour cream and put it in a bowl. I like to use a paper bowl here because it's disposable and we're only going to use this to mix the sour cream and chives. It's less to clean. Now let's go ahead and chop our fresh chives. If we're using fresh chives, if you're using dried chives, use about a tablespoon. If you're chopping fresh chives, chop about a tablespoon's worth. That looks like about a tablespoon's worth. Let's see. I'll call that a little bit of a heaping tablespoon, but I think that's just about right. Now let's take about a teaspoon of this and mix it in with our sour cream. Just put it right in there with the sour cream. Let's go ahead and add a pinch or two of onion powder. And just mix this right up with a fork so it's nice and pretty. See how pretty those green chives are in there with that white sour cream. Okay, set that aside. Now we're going to halve and peel our avocado. So just take a kitchen knife and slice through the avocado till you feel the pit. And then work the knife around till it finds the original cut. Now you can just twist the avocado in half. Take the pit out of there. It should just come out with your fingernail. Now, if the avocado was ripe enough, you should be able to just kind of tear that peel. Just peel it right away from that avocado half. It should be very easy. If it's not easy, then the avocado is probably not ripe enough. The stem portion should just come right out. And if it doesn't, you can just kind of dig it out with your finger or a little butter knife or something. Get the other half. Just put that peel right in the garbage disposal if you have one. If not, just throw it in the garbage. Now let's take an oven pan. I like to place down a little bit of aluminum foil. Put the avocado halves on there side by side. Now just cover the avocado halves with a pinch of garlic salt. Let's do this to taste. If you really want a measurement, I'd say it's probably 1/8 to 1/2 of a teaspoon. Same thing, just a pinch of onion powder. Well, this is 1 ounce of shredded cheddar cheese. Just take the shredded cheddar cheese and just kind of sprinkle it over the avocado and fill the hole that's left by the pit until it's even with the avocado. Don't pile it on there. Just fill it until it's even with the avocado. And if you make a little bit of a mess and get cheese off on the sides of the avocado, well, that's why I like to lay down some aluminum foil in my pan. Okay, now we're just going to take our avocados and slide them into the oven on the bottom oven rack. We're going to give those about 6 minutes and come back and check those. Okay, it's been about 6 minutes. We're going to go ahead and take these out of here. The cheese should be nice and melted. The avocado should be nice and warm. Now, of course, you notice we only left these in the oven for 6 to 8 minutes. 6 to 8 minutes, and that's because the texture of a nice ripe avocado is already the right texture. It's about the same as a baked potato. We just need to get it warm and to melt the cheese. So now we're going to take these chives, just kind of sprinkle them over the top of the avocados. The remaining chives, the ones that we didn't put in the sour cream. Now notice as that shredded cheddar cheese melted, it condensed down a little bit and it made a little bit of a divot here. So we still have a little bit of a hole or a little bit of a pit that we can put stuff in. So we've put some chives in there. Now let's go ahead and take these up and put them on our serving plate. I like to use a pair of kitchen tongs for this. Just kind of grab either side of the baked avocado and pick it up and put it on your serving plate. Now, just before you serve this, you want to give this an opportunity to cool a little bit, but just before you serve this, take that sour cream that we prepared with the chives earlier. Now, I've had this sitting in the refrigerator because I wanted to keep it nice and cool. But just take the sour cream that you prepared earlier and take about a tablespoon of it and put it right inside of that little pit, that little hole. Go. Nice little mound of it. If you have any chives left, you can sprinkle those right over the top as kind of a finishing touch. And there it is. There is our beautiful baked avocado. I feel like that looks delicious. I mean, you be the judge, but I cannot wait to give that a taste. All right, my friends, Jordan and I are sitting down here to have our baked avocado along with, of course, you notice I served this along with the steak and a medley of mushrooms, bell peppers, and onions. This is the robust ribeye. And this was from a video that I released a few days ago, maybe a week or two ago. I'll link it right up here. So if you guys are watching on a PC or I think a cell phone, you'll see that link up here. And if you're watching on a console or some sort of television app or device that doesn't have the cards, then I'll link it at the end of the video as well. But I have to apologize to Jordan here because the recipe calls for sour cream and he does not like sour cream.
Okay, I'll just take it off.
Okay, I had to put it on there to get the nice picture for the thumbnail and all of that. So I'm sorry, Jordan, but can you get it off of there? So I got Jordan's sour cream here and I got a big bunch of it on mine. He doesn't have any, but that's okay. Just use as much as you like, you know, none or a whole bunch. But I'm gonna go ahead and have a taste of this ribeye, and then I'm going to top that off with a bite of my baked avocado. The ribeye is awesome, but this is not a ribeye video. That one was the other day.
This is the videos on the avocado?
Mm-hmm. All right, so here we go. What do you think?
I always love the baked avocados.
Yeah, I was saying, you know, I found these when I was looking for a substitute for baked potatoes. And like so many things I discovered when I was doing the keto diet, it's like the substitute was better than the original thing. It's like it kind of made, after we discovered baked avocados around here, it's like baked potatoes became the substitute. Yeah, so as I was saying, the avocado doesn't really have to be baked. It just happens to have a texture that's very similar to a potato already. A nice, firm but soft texture is just perfect. So the baking process, 6 to 8 minutes, maybe 10 minutes in the oven, a nice hot oven on broil, is to just get the avocado nice and hot and melt the cheese. And then the seasonings and everything on top of it just makes it an awesome, beautiful side. It goes with anything that a baked potato will go with. So the whole meal is keto, with the exception, of course, of the beer, which I just, a good beer. I'm drinking a Modelo, which I feel like goes very well with this particular meal. If you have any other suggestions of what type of beer or wine or whatever would go well with this, leave them down in the comments. I'd love to hear it. I'd really encourage you to give this a try. This is just awesome. This is another one of those things I feel like I never saw any other content creator. I never saw a recipe for this. I kind of came up with this on my own. So this is a Crimson Kitchen original. I really urge you guys to give this a try. I just think it's awesome. And so Jordan and I are gonna enjoy our steak and our baked avocado.
I've already enjoyed mine.
Thank you so much for joining us. This is Raymond. We'll see you next time on Crimson Kitchen. Bye.